Okay, guys, in this part of the lesson, we're going to learn how to write a linear equation in slope-intercept form when we do not have a graph. The first several examples, one of the ordered pairs that we are given will be the y-intercept. So let's recall the y-intercept is the point where x is 0. So here is our y-intercept. So our b value is going to be 5. So let's go ahead and write that. The next thing that we need is we need to find the slope. So I'm going to use any 2 points from my graph, or I should say from my table, and I am going to use the formula for slope to find the slope. So we have the change of the y's over the change of the x's. This gives me a rise of, that should be 3, over 1. So my slope is 3. We put this all together and we have y equals 3x plus 5. Okay, let's do another example. Again, you're hoping to get the 0 comma, in this case 6, because this is my y-intercept where x is 0. So my b value is going to be 6. Now let's find slope. I like to bring my ordered pairs out from the table. And now let's use our slope formula. 7 minus 8 over negative 2 minus negative 4. We get negative 1 over 2. So my slope is negative 1 over 2. So this graph goes downhill. Put it all together, y equals negative 1 over 2x plus 6. Again, I'm looking to see if I'm given the ordered pair where x is 0. I am. So this is my y-intercept where it crosses the y-axis. I'm going to choose any 2 points. As you have noticed, I just choose the first 2 points of my table. I have negative 5 minus negative 7 over negative 6 minus negative 9. This gives me a positive 2 over a positive 3. So up 2 and right 3. So I have an uphill slope. Okay, now we're going to look at some points where we don't have the y-intercept. Notice x is not 0. So the only thing I can do at first is find the slope. So I'm going to use negative 8, 8 and negative 7, 6 to find slope. So we have 6 minus 8 over negative 7 minus negative 8. We have negative 2 over positive 1, so my slope is negative 2. Now, be real careful and watch. Here is slope-intercept form. I have my m value. I'm looking for my b value. In order to find the b value, I need a value for y, m, which we have is negative 2, and x. If I have a value for all of these variables, then I can actually find the value for b. So we are just going to pick any point from the table to be our x value and our y value. I'm just going to pick this top point, and I'm going to plug in 8 for the y. My slope is negative 2. My x value of this ordered pair is negative 8 plus b. Now I have a value for every variable except 1, and I can solve for that variable. Negative 2 times negative 8 is 16 plus b. I'm going to carry this up here. I'm getting b by itself, so I subtract 16. And negative 8 is equal to b. So my y-intercept is 0, negative 8. Now put it all together. Y equals my slope times x minus 8, my y-intercept. Okay, again, we have a table of values. I don't have the y-intercept. My x is not 0. So the only thing we can do at first is find the slope. (14 minus 18 over -4 minus -5). So my slope is -4. Now, here we have y equals mx plus b. I need a value for y, m, and x because I don't know the b. I'm just going to pick this first ordered pair to plug in for x and y. So y is 18, m is -4, x is -5 plus b. I have 18 is equal to positive 20 plus b. So let's bring this up here. I'm isolating b, so I subtract 20, and -2 equals b. So my y-intercept is 0, -2. We put this all together, y equals -4 times x minus 2. Okay, again, I don't have my y-intercept because x is not 0. So let's find slope between these 2 points. So slope is the difference of my y values, -18 minus -20 over -15 minus -18. I get positive 2 over 3. So my slope is 2 over 3. I'm going to pick any point. I'm just going to pick this top point to be my x and y. So again, we have y equals mx plus b. The y value is -20. My m value is 2 over 3. My x value is -18 plus b. I multiply a positive times a negative, so I'm going to get a negative number. And 2/3 times 18 is simply saying 3 divides into 18 6, and 6 times 2 is 12, and it was a -12 plus b. I'm going to isolate b. I'm going to add 12 to both sides, and I get -8 is equal to b. So my y-intercept is 0, -8. Let's put it all together to make our linear equation. So again, just remember, find the slope between any 2 points you're given, then use one of the ordered pairs to be your x and y value. Make sure you put them in the right location. Your y goes in the y spot, your x in the x, and then your m, the slope you just found, and then you can find the y-intercept. Let's do one more. Here, I don't have the y-intercept, so we're going to find slope. -2 minus -1 over 12 minus 8. I get -1 over 4. I'm going to pick the first point to plug into my equation along with my slope. I'm just going to choose this one. So y is -1, slope is -1 over 4, x is 8 plus b. When I multiply -1/4 times 8, I'm dividing 4 into 8. That goes 2, and 2 times -1 is -2 plus b. So I have -1 is equal to -2 plus b. Isolate your b, and I get 1 is equal to b. So my y-intercept is 0, 1. Put it all together, y equals -1/4 x plus 1.